back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new episode of Spring It Up, which is a build series that I do every now and then here on YouTube and also on Twitch. But today is the second episode of this series, and the build that I have for you today is built by Dabs9966 on the gallery. She is my best friend. She is literally hilarious. We are twins. We are inseparable. We are like just the same person. But today she actually redeemed a redemption over on my Twitch channel for Spring It Up, where I get to renovate one of her builds, and I chose this one called the Artist Corner. And it's actually really cool because it's something that I normally wouldn't build because I'm just not good at making artist type homes or a single family homes 1 bedroom, because I usually end up making family homes or suburban homes or just something that adds, you know, more people in a home. But I really like what she did with this, but because the way she did it, I kind of wanted to keep it the same, but at the end result, it's kind of a little bit bigger, but it has the same value of an artist feel and vibe to it with a family. And I wanted to show you the whole house in general of what it looks like originally. And I really like what she did, especially with this back room area, with the artist area, artist corner technically. And then you can see it's very artsy fartsy. It has like some paint splatter in here, which I forgot to add in the actual build myself because I couldn't find the paint buckets or this rug nowhere in my catalog. So I forgot to do that. And the original build is actually up on the gallery if you guys want to download it for yourself and renovate it if you want to, or play in it. And everything also will be linked down below in the description. So either way, like I said, this house looks really good, and the whole combo of it's like more black and white theme on the first floor, which is the kitchen, and was like this door from Machino. Ooh, I love this door from the Machino stuff pack, and the way it just combinates with the fridge, the, you know, the cabinets, the counters, the stove. I just love the whole vibe of it all. And especially I'm seeing objects I don't normally actually use myself, but now that I see it, I'm gonna start using more of these objects, especially more of the like the debug and the fairy lights and everything. But as for the upstairs, it's more like of a loft type single sim type of home. And I love the whole like, you know, separate shower room where you only have this. And you know how like in those like big houses in real life, they have like a huge giant shower, you know, unit, and it's like huge. You can fit like 10 people in that one shower. And I kind of get that vibe from this area, and I forgot to keep it the same, but I ended up like changing it to make it more a bit smaller. But nevertheless, I really like it. But let's go ahead and actually hop into the speed build. Alrighty guys, so here we are into the speed build, and so today I have to say that this build ended up being actually a lot more expensive and a lot more bigger than I expected, just because originally the house was on a 20 by 15 lot, but I moved it over to a 30 by 20 because I knew I needed more room for landscaping and some extra things that I wanted to do for the house, because the whole concept of this build is actually a artist that is living by themselves, but I wanted to turn it into like an artist type family that is very creative, that has, you know, inspiration for a lot of things around them, like their, you know, their family, the way they live, the people they hang out with. And so I wanted to make sure that this house had actually a home fit for actually 5 to 6 Sims actually, because there's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, 1 bathroom on the first floor and 1 bathroom on the second floor, and all the families or all the Sims share the same bathroom if they want to, because there is a combo shower and bathtub on both floors, so your Sims can choose whichever they want to go to. You know, if you have, you know, some friends over, they can use that bathroom downstairs, not your upstairs, because the upstairs is for the family and not the guest. And so that is what I did here. But I honestly wanted to keep this house very modern feel. Didn't turn out that way, and it became like a more of a traditional suburban type of home, or a BRELLOW, which is a brick/yellow suburban home. And I didn't really come up with this term called BRELLOW, and I forgot who it was because my brain last night was actually, you know, not functioning because I was a little bit slap happy, and a lot of things happened in one stream that I did not expect to happen. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, it is a BRELLOW suburban home in Willow Creek, and the actual final price of this house is 135,886 simoleons, which is not a good thing, but it's on a 30 by 20 lot, residential, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You're able to fit a lot of more Sims if you want to in this house, if you end up expanding it out a little bit more in the backyard, or you end up building a basement, which I think you'll have room for if you can. I'm not really sure. You can end up, moving some things around in the artist room, which is still in the same area of the previous house, because I wanted to keep it the same. And I was going to add a glass roof somewhere on this house, but the way it was working for me, it wasn't working. So I actually had to remove the glass roof and end up actually just making it, the plain Jane. But eventually I probably will end up making more basement homes with the glass roof, because I normally don't really use the glass roof that much. And I think this year in 2020, I want to end up challenging myself to do things that I'm, one, scared of doing, like face cam videos all the time, but also doing more builds that I most normally don't do, like modern homes that I used to make in the past. Maybe like more community lots, because I need to build community lots for my save file that still needs to get done. And this year I want to get my save file done. That's one of my goals for 2020, to get my save file done, be more creative. And I have like ideas for like different series type of videos that I want to do on the channel that aren't necessarily not LPs, but more so like sim related series types of videos using my actual degree, which is graphic design. Well, it's like UI, UX design, graphic design, web design type of things. I have ideas in my head. I haven't written down in my journal, so I'm like trying to like get it all out there, in a video of me saying, you should do this, you should make these things and get it done. But yeah, I'm just like I'm like, for the past few days, I've honestly been like happy a little bit, but I've also been kind of down because of the whole circumstances that's been happening in the world. And I normally don't talk about it all the time because I just don't want to bring the mood down in my videos, but I've just been like, not really stir crazy, I've just been like meh for like the past week. And so I'm like trying to find ways to like motivate myself to like make videos, actually get up in the morning to eat food and, jog a little bit, walk around a little bit, and see what I could do to make, life better for me. And so far I've been doing that. I've been getting up, I've been eating food, I've been drinking my water, I've been, actually playing The Sims for the past couple of days, my current households in The Sims Sims 2, 3, and 4, and I've been liking what I've been doing in those like, little settings. And honestly though, I'm looking forward to like actually getting back into recording videos again and posting more, especially LPs, because I'm working on a Rags to Riches LP and it's going quite well. I have to make the sim, and I honestly don't really want to put a story to it for this time around, but I feel like I should, because that's what I normally do when I kind of get, inspiration from stories. And so there will be a Rags to Riches LP, but more so of a whale spin type of scenario, and that should be a lot of fun. I love to struggle. I love to see my Sims suffer. So why not actually be poor and work for money and see what happens? But I have a lot of video ideas coming to the channel that I think you guys will like. I hope you guys will like, and we'll have to see how things, be in the next coming weeks, because we don't know. Because ever since like this stuff started in the world, I have been at home a lot more frequently. So I've been sitting in my house, at my computer doing online schooling now and working remotely from like my desk and doing that. And I've been doing a lot of that mostly for the past couple of like days, because I've been at home since the 17th. That's a long time. It's been like a week, almost 2 weeks actually, because today's the 27th of March. So it's been like 10 days. That's a long time. I just realized 10 days. It feels like it's been a whole entire month, but it hasn't. But regardless of that, I hope you guys are actually having a wonderful day, because actually today I'm doing really well. And by the time you're watching this video, I will probably be live on Twitch touring the shell builds I actually are showing over on Twitch, because I did a shell challenge for the month of March. And a lot of you guys actually submitted a lot of builds, and I'm really happy that you did. So I will be touring them over on Twitch, which is just twitch.tv/SpringSims, link down below, so you guys can check it out. I stream pretty much every single day on Twitch at this point, besides Wednesdays and Sundays, but pretty much regularly over on Twitch, and I'm getting very close to partner, and I'm getting very close to 9,000 followers. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I will gladly appreciate it. But if you cannot watch me on Twitch for some odd reason, which I totally understand because, you know, rules and things and the internet. But if you guys want to watch my VODs back, I do have a second channel called More SpringSims, which is also linked down below in the description that you guys can check out, subscribe, getting close to 200 subscribers on there. Don't got a lot, but you know, I would love if you would subscribe if you can. It would mean so much to me if you would. But yeah, I honestly am very, very happy with this whole process of being more productive, staying in line, you know, doing things that I normally wouldn't do, and actually working and recording and streaming and being happy and eating food and watching a lot of Netflix. Let me tell you, here's the tea. Here's the story. I started watching Vampire Diaries about, let's say, since I think I would say March the 5th, or probably March the 12th. One of those two. I just remember I started like mid-March, beginning of March, somewhere around there. However, I started watching Vampire Diaries again for the 3rd time in a row. Why, you ask? I don't know, because I am interested in vampires for some odd reason, and I don't know why. So I started watching it, and it has 8 seasons, and I'm already basically done with it. I would have actually got it done sooner, but with school, ending online school and like online work, it doesn't allow me to watch Netflix quite that often. However, getting very close to the end of the season 8, and then I can watch another, you know, Netflix show or Disney Plus or whatever. So if you have any suggestions on what movies, TV shows I should watch, let me know, because I'm always looking for more things to watch anyway on my own spare time, especially when I'm like recording videos or speed builds, or even just, you know, chillaxing with my family, because we actually just stay at home anyway, and we've been watching a lot of like TV shows together. I wouldn't necessarily force my parents. I just sat down on the couch and just turned on the TV. They weren't there, but I was just sitting on the couch because I was eating food, because I usually just eat on the couch downstairs. And I just sat on the couch as I usually do, eat my food, turn on Netflix. I'm like, let's watch Vampire Diaries again. So I'm watching that. Parents came along, ate some food with me. Great time. I love family time. That's like my most important thing. Family is important to me. And so we all sat down. I'm not even exaggerating. We were there all night. It was like, I think around like maybe 2 p.m. We didn't go to bed until 1 a.m. So it's been a little bit longer than we expected. We didn't finish the entire season, actually, or season 1. We were like getting very close to the end of season 1, and we've been watching it ever since, and I got my parents hooked. So my plan worked. Well, not really. It wasn't really a plan. It was just mostly like, hey, we should watch this. It's a great time. So we are watching Vampire Diaries, the originals, Legacies. We're like doing the whole thing. Like, even though we've watched Legacies like before, where they did, I've been more of an OG fan of Vampire Diaries and like the whole, like, you know, franchise of it all. Seen it all. I've watched Vampire Diaries at least 3 times now. The originals will be my 3rd time watching it. Legacies, I'm already caught up with that, so like there's nothing new there. But I'm watching On the Block, the newest season, and then I just finished a new movie, or not movie, a limited series on Netflix called, what was it called? Madam C.J. Walker. That was a really cool like limited series. I really like the whole concept and the idea and like the whole, you know, story behind it. And I like looked it up. I'm like, oh, I knew it was a real person, because of course I love history sometimes, but you know, learning about that and seeing how, you know, all came to be without having to read about it, but watching it, I'm more of like a visual learner, so like learning about that is good. And not like all, like normally Netflix shows don't really, you know, show like the real things that actually happen, but being able to see like, you know, some parts of the real thing in a show and like going back and like reading about it, like looking up on like your, you know, the biography on Wikipedia or biography.com or .org, I think at this time. But like researching basically about anything about history, about, you know, people is like kind of cool because you get to learn about them from their past, present, and maybe like, you know, hopefully their future, where they're gonna go, where they're gonna be, you know, stuff like that. And so I think that's why I always end up trying to put a story to my Sims, like my Sims or like a Sim house that I'm like ever like, you know, creating or building. And I always try to give them like, you know, at least a little bit of, you know, momentum in their life, that they're going somewhere or not going somewhere. Or I give, you know, their relatives some, you know, some good stuff happening to them or bad stuff. It all depends on what story that I'm making. And one of my, like my save file right now is going really well. And one of the households actually have at least 6 generations. Don't ask me why. I was like, let's make a long legacy family that has 6 generations. But even though 3 of them are dead, like I have to make that family. Like I already like know their names, their backstory, like why are they there, like stuff. Like I already know what what their purpose is. I just have to make them and put them in their right proper places in each world. And I think I'm going to keep that family mostly in the base game worlds, because I know a lot of people don't have all the other packs, and I kind of want, you know, this family to be like the original family that lived in, you know, Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and like Newcrest, because those 3 worlds came with the base game. Technically, Willow Creek and Oasis Springs came with the base game, and Newcrest came in an update later on afterwards. So like having like those 3 worlds with the original family that kind of started it all with Willow Creek would make sense. And I think it would kind of add like character to the whole, you know, neighborhood in general, of why this like is, you know, each world is the way they are, and why people live here, and like why certain Sims don't live here anymore and stuff like that. And I'm thinking of actually making or having one, technically, well, here's the thing. I'm thinking, really thinking that one of the worlds, or all the worlds actually, will have a church type of graveyard cemetery type thing. And I don't think that would make any sense, but I think it would, where like, you know, like your Sims, like your Sims die, of course. It's a life simulation game. But we get attached to our Sims all the time. Like, don't lie, you know you do. But I always wanted to have like a area where I would be able to, like, you know, take the tombstone or the urn and place it in like a cemetery, like a proper funeral type of thing where I laid them to rest. And I always wanted to have that. So I think for my save file, I'm going to end up making one of the lots like a cemetery church, or like technically, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to make it work, but it's going to be a lot with a church, cemetery type of thing, where you can like have like plots of land, you know. So that will be a thing. And eventually I think you guys can actually, you know, take the things out and renovate them if you want to, but you don't have to. But I think it'd be kind of like a good way to, you know, add some character, some depth to the history of Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and all the other worlds in The Sims 4, which we have a lot, which is like crazy that we have a lot of worlds at this point and a lot of packs. So that's gonna be a time and a half for me. And oh, since we have the vacation worlds too, here's me thinking, me being indecisive too, but I was thinking, since we have the vacation worlds and Selvdorada is like a more of a jungle type world, I don't know, just thinking right here, I don't think, no, well, yeah, well, I don't know. Technically, yeah, it does work that way, because you could have the Sim go on vacation, save, you know, the game, and they'll still be on vacation until you go play that house. Okay, that works. Okay. It's actually going to work for me, because I'm thinking of like having like a bit of a mystery type thing happening with one of the Sims that involve, you know, them mysteriously disappearing for some odd reason. And I think it'd be kind of a cool to stir up the pot a little bit more of certain Sims were involved and they won't say anything type of thing. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Because I think it'd be kind of a fun way to, like, you know, spice it up, add some character, add some mystery. But I'm a sucker for, like, you know, drama, you know, spilling some tea, causing chaos, making my Sims cry, a bunch of times. But, that's pretty much every gameplay that I play at this point, because all my Sims end up crying, or they're divorced, or they have a secret love affair that makes no sense, and that's pretty much what happens in most of my games, and I'm okay with that. And for the past couple of days, as you have noticed, Animal Crossing is out, and I don't have it, so I'll just be playing Stardew Valley for the rest of my life, and that will be just my thing for the rest of time, because I cannot afford a Switch. I cannot afford Animal Crossing. That's $60, and I don't have $400 to spend because I'm still in school and I have things to take care of before I can splurge a little bit. But who knows what will happen the next couple of days, because if it goes on sale, which it probably won't for a very long time, not until summertime. I'll probably wait until summer, like June or July, to buy a Switch and Animal Crossing, just so it'll be at a cheaper price and I can stream it and I'll be good. And I'm like, ooh, we is Gucci. But I honestly feel like doing these voiceovers is so time consuming that it's so hard to talk for 25 minutes straight when you have to think of oh, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? So I honestly just have a hard time talking in general, as you have noticed. And I just like talking about my day and the story behind a build and the story just behind my life, technically. And I want to say something that happened yesterday when I was streaming. I honestly never expect people to ever watch me on Twitch, but the fact that you guys do is crazy, and I'm forever grateful for that. So I applaud you, and I adore you all for watching my videos, watching my streams, interacting with me, seeing what your days are like. And even people that even support the channel is what? You gave me money? I don't understand that concept of anything. I don't expect people to do anything, but the fact that they do, I appreciate it, forever grateful, means the world to me. So all I have to say about that is that you guys are awesome. You guys are crazy supportive, crazy, just, the Spring Squad. I adore you all. I almost cried last night too. I almost cried because the Sims, the Sims that makes the game, Maxis, them people, we love them. They awesome. They popped in my chat, was here's 50 subs. My brain was huh? What? Who? I'm sorry. My brain was actually malfunctioning the entire time after that happened, but also before that happened too. Before I actually started my stream, my brain was actually malfunctioning, but also when they did that, I'm huh? I was have to make sure that it was actually real. Check my dashboard. I'm huh? What? I was very, very confused the entire time, but it was real, and I'm that's 50 subs. I'm literally going insane. I almost cried. Good thing I didn't, because it would have been a hot mess. It would have been a hot mess, but luckily though, I didn't. Almost did, but I'm still crying in the club with my BRELLOW Suburban house on the inside. So yeah, that is just me though. But you guys, I'm so excited for the next build challenge, or the next shell challenge that we're doing for the Spring Squad, because this one might be actually more fun. Well, all of them are fun technically, but I think this one will be more interesting because I'll be making a shell, of course. Not sure what's going to turn out to be looking like, but it will be something where you'll be able to, all people can actually join in and do. But also, there'll be certain objects that I'll be placing down in the build that you have to use in your build that I need to see. So that will be something that'll be an extra step that you have to do. You have to utilize these objects in your build so I can see them. There's technically really no prize, but use those objects, you're good to go. More of a challenge, see what you could actually do for your interior designing skills, because with The Sims, I've been playing this game for 20 freaking years, and each installment of The Sims, there's always a new pack or can you up free content or paid content, whatever you want to call it. I've noticed since The Sims 1, I've gotten better at my building skills. Like I've never really technically always been a builder in The Sims. I was mostly more like a game player, family player, legacy player, whatever you want to call it, type of player. And I kind of built some stuff for like that family that I was playing, mostly just a box with a roof, and that was it. And I honestly have grown when it came to like building, like just my building skills and my interior design skills. Because I used to, like, when I first started this channel, I was most like a builder and like a let's player and like creative sim person. And I think once I started building more houses, I've gotten more into landscaping, and landscaping was my thing. I always adored landscaping, not in real life, because that requires work and time, and I don't have time like that. I'm always busy. But in The Sims though, for some reason, it's so relaxing to landscape a build and just see all of it come together in one cohesive unit. And like, I did that. But it would be so cool if your Sims could actually, like, you know, plant those things, or like you place them down and like they would water them, or water them, or what's in like another word, I don't know what the other word is called, but like, you know, watering them, tending their garden, basically, like you could do in The Sims 2 and 3, and also 1 2, but very limited that way. But tending your garden, like the things that you place down for your landscaping in the front yard or the backyard, they tend it, they water it, they take care of it, and it's like all good in the hood, fine and dandy. And I would love actually like a farming type of game pack or an expansion pack, because like there's been like a lot of rumors around that we might be getting a farming pack or a generations expansion pack. I really don't know, and I'm just keeping an open mind at this point. Either one we get, I'll be up for, or actually any pack actually at this point. But, you know, I have to say that if we get a gardening or farming pack, I think it'll be like make your Sims more productive when it comes to, like, you know, being, you know, what's the word, like out and about, being social, being, you know, adventurous and outdoorsy, and a green thumb. They'll develop a green thumb type of trait that they'll be able to tend their gardens a lot faster, better, be more efficient, and have a lot more, you know, plants to harvest or plant or whatever they want to do with them. Especially if we do get like a farming pack, it would be kind of cool if we get, you know, horses and like some other type of animals. Like in the Sims 3 Pets, they were able to like have like horses, and we could go to the horsing range and like compete in horsing competitions, get money, adopt horses. And I think horses, cows, cattle, all types of, like, you know, all the chickens, all them chickens will be like really, really great to have in a farm to take care of. And, you know, being able to like live off the grid, or like live in a world like Brindleland Bay, or, you know, a very farmy, like a farming coastal countryside type of world, like Appaloosa Plains, or, you know, some custom worlds in The Sims 3 that had them. It made the world more homey, or like more of like that feel of the country that you wanted to like farm and meet people and go out to places and see things that you normally wouldn't see when you're out and about walking. But that's like my idea of like what I think we could have for a farming pack. And I have like, I'm going to be doing like a ranking video of all the sim packs that we have now, and other things as well with face cam, so you can see my face and everything like that. But that is something I'm thinking of actually doing, and that's pretty much it of the video. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed today's video as much as I did. Please go ahead and let me know down in the comments below, as always, of what you thought of today's video. Would you guys like to see more building videos, more videos from me? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to probably upload daily or every other day like I usually do at this point, because that's what I love to do, make the content while people are at home not doing anything. So I shall supply the content. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!